My general is dying. Please save him.
He's cold.
Time's up. His pulse is fast and weak. It's like a shaking sieve. Seriously.
Uh, uh, uh.
One door. Battle outside the door. Drying clothes inside the door. I'm begging you. The general can't die. Young lady. 30,000 brothers at Yanmen Pass. Out of food and medicine. Another 10 million rose up. Northern D will attack the city in 3 days. If I die, the state suffers. My shop usually sells 37.5 yuan a day. What kind of witchcraft is this? The cooling pills are 5 yuan each. Supermarket special deal. What about the wounded soldiers left? Bring them all in for me. Those with mild injuries lean against the wall. The severely wounded lie on the ground. What are you staring at? You want only the general to survive. Wound cleaning and stopping bleeding. Compression and fluid supplement. Why is the lamp in the sky round? Divine doctor. Doctor's wife. Young lady, are you willing to help me save those 30,000 brothers? Thankfulness. The best metal detector. Used to check for fake goods when restocking. It's real. In 3 minutes. The old silver ingot is such high quality. Broken silver must go. Auction, around 3,800. Need to wait. 3,800. Money is tight in the army. This is all we can spare right now. It's enough. It's more than enough. I finally get it. On one side of this door is ancient times, life hanging by a thread. On the other side is my drugstore about to go bankrupt. Ancient times lack medicine, lack life. Modern times lack money. Silver buys medicine. Medicine saves lives, people pay silver. Going back and forth, that's how money is made. This business works. General, wait for me. I'll go prepare the medicine. Boss, I'll buy all the medicine in your shop. Astragalus and Angelica. Honeysuckle and Balangan. Fever meds packed by the sack. Antibiotics and masks. Disinfectant and electrolyte saline. Box by box, trade a silver ingot for a mountain of gold. 5 yuan each. Supermarket special deal. When you get there, I'm afraid one pill could save a life. Pass on my military orders. From now on, All military clothing is managed by the doctor's wife. Her words carry the same weight as mine, Zhao Cheng. Who disobeys will be dealt with by military law. Zhao Cheng, this is the first time I've heard his name. General, she's an outsider woman. What does she know about medicine? Does she really? Wang Biao. Those you couldn't save. She revived 7 of them. They're sleeping in this room. Take me to the mortuary. Let me see. How many actually died? How many are sick? That's not the smell of blood. It's that rotten, sickly sweet smell. Once it gets in your nose, you can't shake off the scent of corpses. Cover your nose, young lady. It's not a pleasant sight inside. I've seen it in modern times. I've seen it in hospitals. I've seen it in emergency rooms. I've never been to a morgue like this, though. Yesterday, the general went to you for medicine. When he left, there weren't this many in the camp. 5 days, just 5 days. And it became like this. Boil all the water. Only boiled water is allowed for everyone. Bowls, knives, and tweezers must be boiled. Separate the living from the dead. Severely ill patients must be isolated and have separate entry and exit. Bring this to the tents. Water? Boil it before drinking. Doesn't boiling make it evaporate? Metal knives must be boiled. After stewing, how do you bend arrowheads? This one won't make it through tonight, right? Killing aura has entered the body. Not even gods can save him.
Hey.
Hold on. Press dozens of times. Open his mouth. Blow air in. Then press again. How can you save lives like this? This is just disrespecting the dead. Adrenaline. Once, twice. Twice. 3 times.
He's back.
Back to life. This is a technique to revive the dead. It's not resurrection. It's that he wasn't really dead yet. You lifted him as if he was already dead. From now on, do as I say. Boil water, sterilize the tools. Wear masks, separate patients. Anyone who doesn't comply. Anyone who doesn't comply will be treated as a disobedience case. General Wang Biao. His words are military orders. This old man has practiced medicine for 40 years. But for the first time, he feels he knows nothing. Seven died the first day. 3 died the second day. 1 died the third day. That old soldier only had 1 breath left anyway. These are recipes I've accumulated from 40 years of medical practice. I wish I could trade your skills. But I can't. Diseases I could never cure in my life, you suppressed in just 3 days. I'm convinced. Take these recipes. Just teach me your chest compression and breathing technique to revive people. Teach me the reason for boiling water and sterilizing knives. That's an old man's lifeblood for his whole life. Wang Biao, keep your recipes. If you want to learn, I will teach. But I have a condition. When you say you've learned, you have to teach others. These methods should be learned by many more people. If 1 person learns, 1 is saved. If 10 people learn, 10 are saved. Doctors shouldn't heal just 1 person. The more, the better. General, Northern D has learned we regained morale. They're worried about delays and bad luck. So they moved out with 30,000 cavalry overnight. Tomorrow at dawn, they will attack the city. The war drums of the Northern D are thundering outside the city. Heaviest thunder. The city wall is just 30 steps away. Bring down the wounded. Just a few steps away. This is the battlefield medical station. Ashi can't read. I'll read it to you. The ones being brought in. First, check where they're bleeding. Those gushing blood are the most urgent cases. Apply pressure to stop the bleeding. Clean the wound, disinfect, and bandage. Those able to stand, send them back immediately. Keep the severely wounded here. Don't let them die. Ashi, got it? Got it. Can I still fight? My arm's still here. If you can hold a blade, you can fight. When they came in, they were covered in snow. When they went out, they were wrapped in white bandages. Ready to fight again. Bottle after bottle of iodine was poured. Roll after roll of gauze was used up. Hold the line. We clearly cut down so many this morning. How are they standing up again? Ghosts. There are ghosts in the Southern Dynasty. Ghosts everywhere. That rumor spread through the Northern D town like a plague. Can't kill them all. Can't defeat them. Cut them down and they rise again to fight. Counterattack. 30,000 cavalry failed to breach the city and retreated. A great victory at Yanmen Pass. Divine Physician Lady, you saved our lives. The entire border army of 30,000 will never forget your kindness. I learned since childhood to treat illness and save people. I used to think being a doctor meant working in a clinic, seeing patients one by one in a hospital. I never imagined that medicine and needles would be used atop a city wall, pulling a doomed army back from the heaps of the dead, from the pile of corpses, dragging them back. Turns out, a healer can also defend the land and protect the nation. Go back. Bring in the real killers. A decree from His Majesty. General Zhao Cheng is summoned to return to the capital at once. There are already questions from the capital about this mysterious divine physician lady. Who exactly is she? Struggled for 3 days. For the first time, the camp had voices. Disinfection and isolation. When the mercury reaches this line, that's a fever, no need to guess by touching foreheads. What a filthy place. This is Imperial Physician Pei Jenking dispatched with the army. What is this? Masks to block droplets and prevent infection. I'm not asking about that. I'm asking who is practicing witchcraft in the camp. Witchcraft saved 30,000 lives.
Imperial Physician Pei, tell me.
Which of these methods is witchcraft? I am all ears. Boiling water to kill germs. Creating taboo from raw water. Treating normal wounds. Splashing strong alcohol on them. What medical classic has these remedies? Is it in the Huangdi Neijing or in the treatise on cold damage? If it's not in the medical classics, you can't save lives. Then may I ask Imperial Physician Pei, when over 100 died in 5 days, which book saved them? Insolent! I serve the Emperor with the army. Military uniforms are under my charge. A woman whose origins are unknown. Your crooked methods. Effective immediately, all must stop. All stop, Physician Pei. Can you really stop them? The injuries in this camp. The duty in this camp. Can you take them on? I come from 3 generations of imperial physicians. But family lineage can't patch a wound. He invokes the emperor's decree, lineage, and medical classics. I yield not a word. Every word I strike toward practical results. Imperial Physician Pei, I have practiced medicine for 40 years. The methods of the divine physician lady, I've seen them with my own eyes. She can bring the dead back to life. Shut up. How dare an old soldier in camp criticize medical practice? General Pei Yuyi, serving the emperor with the army. I am faithful. But all medical matters in the camp are under her charge. That was an order I set earlier. To change it, you must get past me. Think carefully, General. This woman's origins. She saved 30,000 soldiers. That is her origin. The capital is treacherous. If I'm not there, be cautious in all things. If the general leaves, the camp will lose its stabilizing force. The medical cases are dangerous. Shouldn't trust every unorthodox method. If these remedies still work, we cannot watch them die. I want to see for myself. Is it your magic that's effective, or the ancestors of the Pei family? He shouldn't have died. I personally changed his medicine yesterday. His fever broke and he became lucid. He was getting better. There was a strange, indescribable smell. It wasn't the smell of my medicine. Last night, I patrolled the camp. I saw that this boy was seriously ill. I originally intended to try some alcohol. But as soon as I entered the tent, I realized it was your shady methods. You ruined his constitution. A perfectly fine person was killed by you, the plague bringer. Yeah, he was fine just yesterday. An outsider with wealth. Who knows what they used? Right after the general left, the person died. The troops are unsettled. Impossible! Madam's medicine has saved so many. Are you all blind? Saved a few with mild symptoms, to gain a reputation. But the constitution was ruined, and people still died. Gentlemen, I'm from 3 generations of imperial physicians. Would I harm you? Madam, why don't you say a word? He's falsely accusing you. I know crying out for justice won't help now. Crying won't help. Anger won't solve anything. Where's the evidence? She, come here. Leave his body as is. Don't touch it. Let 2 people watch over him. Nobody is allowed to touch him. Who guarded this tent last night? Who came in? Reporting to Madam, Imperial Physician Pei came in after midnight.
He said he wanted to add a dose for the seriously ill brother.
What's so unusual about an old man patrolling the camp? Why did you do all this? Pei Yu Yi, the epidemic expelling decoction you gave them last night. That formula. Do you dare recite it ingredient by ingredient in front of the whole camp? Read it out one by one. Imperial Physician Pei accuses Miracle Dr. Madam of killing soldiers with witchcraft. Miracle Dr. Madam, what do you have to say? If I won't speak, I'll let the medicine residue speak.
Hey,
A pile of grass roots and rotten leaves. What can they say? Can they reveal what you put in? This is raw aconite. Raw aconite that hasn't been processed. Wang Biao, you've practiced medicine for 40 years. When is raw aconite used on people? Raw aconite is extremely hot and toxic. It must be boiled with alcohol and only used after processing to reduce toxicity. But these soldiers are weak cases. They've lost blood from prolonged illness and just recovered from a fever. Their constitution is fundamentally weak. Even a tiny bit of raw aconite is fatal for them. Weak bodies can't handle tonics. That's the basis of medicine. How could a 3-generation imperial physician not know this? Slandering me. Who knows if you planted that medicine residue? Fine. Then let's not look at the medicine residue. Let's look at the person, everyone. Observe the lips of the deceased cyanotic. His nails are dark. This strand of hair has a dark base as well. He was poisoned with heat toxin. This is the appearance of a death by poison reaching the heart. He died from poison, not from illness. That's right, these are signs of poisoning. I'm an old man. I never dared think of it. Nonsense, this is just the normal state of death from serious illness. Is it normal? Ask the living. This is Stone Wangbo's new apprentice, who has studied under me for 3 days. Reporting to the Deputy General after midnight last night, Imperial Physician Pei withdrew, and we went into the tent alone. I wasn't at ease, so I waited outside the tent. I saw him leave with my own eyes. Madam hung the medicine and poured in a bowl of black decoction. This is what I secretly took this morning from the residue outside his medicine box. Secretly taken. The evidence is irrefutable. The reputation of the 3-generation imperial physicians is shattered. Someone, remove Pei Zhenqing from his military post. Arrest and escort him back to the capital. Stone reports to the sage, awaiting your majesty's decision. Madam, we wronged you. Get up. It's all right if you wronged me. The point is, he shouldn't have died. This young man verified the case and testified in public. He stays calm, has discipline. He's promising. I remember what I said before. These methods should be taught to more people. Stone. I'm here, master. Follow me and learn well. Bad news. The brothers from the rear mountain tower camp just reported the spring that supplies water to the army has a rotten livestock carcass soaking in it. I've pursued this issue for several days now. Treated, prevented, suppressed, those are all effects. The root cause lies within the army. The water source is contaminated. This is the real cause of the current epidemic. You can smell the stench of rot from the water even far away. This spring follows the mountain slope down and flows directly into the camp's water well. Madam, several sheep died, contaminated the water. But so many people fell ill in the camp. Is it really because of this? The dead sheep have no wounds. They weren't slaughtered. There is foam at the mouth of the dead animals. Have there been any livestock deaths in the mountain recently? There was an outbreak of cattle and sheep plague at the start of summer. Many died. Villagers just threw them into the mountain ravine. I've pieced it together roughly. First, the livestock get sick and die. Corpses contaminate the spring source. Dirty water flows into the camp. People drink it and vomit and have diarrhea, with persistent fever. This is the true source of this military outbreak. Pei's epidemic expelling decoction and Wang Bo's previous struggles were all treatments for drinking dirty water. The illness comes from the contaminated water. Save 10, 20 more get sick. If the source isn't eliminated, the treatment never ends. The first well. This spring, this well. Starting today, no one is allowed to use it anymore. Second, search for a new source. Take people upstream to find fresh water. Once you find it, fence it off. Assign someone to guard it. Third, everyone in the army drinks water. Boil it, no exception. If it's not boiled, not a sip is allowed. Madam had people boil water before too. Before, it was to treat illness. This time it's to cut off the root. To cure, you have to find the cause first. If the root isn't cut off, you could treat forever, and it would be useless. The day the wishes were brought into camp, everything aligned. Every day before, over 10 new cases would have fever. And there'd be new cases of diarrhea. But this day, new cases were 0, not even one person feeling anxious. I've been a doctor for 40 years, always focused on curing illness. Never knew disease could be stopped this way. Madam, this is bad. We can't buy medicinal herbs in town anymore. Big batches of modern medicine I can transfer from behind my own doors. But regular herbs, cloth, and auxiliary materials still need to be bought locally in Kingtown, so as not to arouse suspicion. What's going on? The town's largest pharmacy, Jishi Hall, has hoarded all the medicine in town. Now the army needs to buy supplies, and prices have tripled or more. The boss announced that the medicine used by the army's miracle Dr. Madam has a dubious origin. So Jishi Hall won't sell to anyone with unclear sources, to avoid bringing trouble upon themselves. Unclear source. Those same 4 words again. What's that boss's name? Wan Zhongdi, owner of Jishi Hall. The townspeople all call him One Half Town. Half of Kingtown's income goes through his hands. I'm starting to see. He's not just a profiteer who hoards medicine and raises prices. Someone's using those words, unclear source, to slowly cut off my supply lines. Madam, the army's supply of wound medicine is nearly exhausted. What should we do now? Why panic about medicine? I have other ways. I'm actually thinking about the modern goods behind my own door. But as for these alternatives, sooner or later, I'll run into Wan Zhongdi's network. Supplies are my lifeline in the past, but also my weakness. Before the general left, The northern enemy's commander made a threat. And it came true. The northern enemy sent their real killer, the Shen unit. New faces marching right up to the border. The leader isn't a general, but someone in a black robe. He's a poison master, carrying things deadlier than poison arrows or dirty water. The northern barbarian's poison master, named Haiyan Kui, doesn't fight in battles. Wherever his smoke passes, people cough, then get a fever. Red blotches appear on their skin. The first day, 30 people collapsed in the city, and panic swept through the army again. A crisis just quelled flared back up. I examined the patients, checked the wind direction, and the water upstream. It wasn't a natural disaster. It was man-made. So the entire army started using only the fresh water I fenced off. No one drew river water anymore, cutting off the way to poison us by water. For that smoke, have your people hand out face masks with the back soaked, covering the mouth and nose to keep out droplets and filth in the smoke. Fight smoke with smoke. If someone gets red blotches or has a fever, isolate and reduce fever. Treat each case with antibiotics. 3 days. The fallen are now stable. Those distressed have calmed down. But in this battle, I lost. Haiyan Kui's poison attacks came wave after wave. Every wave I fought cost me a batch of modern supplies. If this keeps up, I'll have to return through the portal for resupply, plus pay the price. One side of the door holds lives here, the other my shop there. The more often I go back and forth, the harder it is to hide that shop through the portal. And all those supplies and silver of unclear source. Madam's medicine. I know, I'll go get some. Hold on for these 2 days. Lin Xia really was your classmate at Suman University. Back then, she wanted us to sell bootleg health supplements together for quick cash. But I shot the idea down, saying it was a scam. Ever since then, she's kept a petty grudge over being looked down on by a poor student. Heard your dumpy shop was going out of business. Your sales are $5.37. Haha, just at the right time. I've opened a chain health store and need a pharmacist. Come work for me. I'll pay you a salary. Better than guarding your run-down old shop. What are you hiding in the back? Nothing, just a storeroom. Wow, how'd your $5.37 store have the money to buy so much stock? How does my inventory concern you? It doesn't really. But Lin Xia, let me give you some advice. These days, in the medicine business, it's all about certification and supply chains. Is your shop fully certified? Are your supplies legit? What if someone investigates you someday? It's those 4 words again, unclear source. In the past, it was Wan Zhongdi blocking me. Now, in the modern world, Su Man is watching too. That's the origin of all my secrets. And also my biggest flaw. Su Man opened a slow wellness chain. Their main product is an ancient beauty pill. Each box has 30 pills. Sold at 15,000. Wealthy ladies in the city are chasing after it. I wasn't going to get involved. But Anjiang came looking for me. Longtime customer from Huichun Hall. She took Su Man's pills. Ended up with a full body rash. What are you doing here? I'm here to give you a rundown of your ancient beauty pill's ingredients. Main ingredient, starch. Dextrin is used as a binder. This bit of red is just coloring. That bit of fragrance is just flavoring. As for any effective ancient beauty ingredients, there is absolutely no cost, including the packaging. Each pill costs less than 5 yuan. 5 yuan worth of supermarket special ingredients per pill. But you sell it for 5,000. This time, no one is laughing at the 5 yuan per pill. I took 3 boxes. That's 45,000 foreign currency. And ended up with a rash. Ingredient, Linxia. You think you're qualified to talk about ingredients? Everyone, don't listen to him. He runs some junk shop himself. Practicing medicine without a license. Selling drugs with unknown sources. Someone without any qualifications. What gives him the right to test my medicine? Unknown source. Here we go with that accusation again. My credentials and my products. Feel free to check them. But your box caused harm to people, and you can't escape responsibility. I didn't take advantage, just walked away. I underestimated Su Man. The post includes pictures and evidence, claiming Hui Chunhol's qualifications are questionable, saying the owner's supply channels are unclear, claiming customers got into trouble after taking his medicine. And all the comments below are paid trolls. The insults are nasty. It blew up overnight. Su Man took those 4 words and moved them from ancient times to today's stage. She's dead set on targeting me. I didn't argue back in the comment section. I closed up shop, sat down and did 3 things. These are things that really hold up to inspection. As for things coming from the other side of the door, I never sell those in my shop. They pass through the door but not across the counter. Su Man wants to check the source. What she find is only a stack of completely legitimate receipts. Girl, what do you think we should do? Auntie will testify for you. As for Su Man's pills, I got a rash after taking them. I still kept the medicine box. And those I pulled back from the, who were diagnosed by big hospitals as untreatable. I helped nurse them back to health. Each one is willing to show their face. Can you sue for defamation? If the evidence is solid, you can. His post has images but no real proof. It's all just leading people on. You have strong witnesses and material evidence. That's enough. The frontier is temporarily stable. The toxicity of the beauty essence was suppressed by my epidemic prevention methods. It hasn't appeared again recently. I've got some free time, focusing on dealing with Su Man. Sister Xia, everyone is criticizing you. How are you still smiling? The harsher he insults, the harder he'll fall. What do you mean? Su Man is excited that the post went viral. He jumped in to capitalize on the buzz and released another video. Man Wellness guarantees no counterfeit products. All supervision is welcome. I'll live stream drug testing anytime. Anytime, I'll live stream drug testing. See, he set the stage perfectly for me. All right, I'll also join the drug testing. Let's set a time. See you in the live stream. Don't miss it. Family, today I've invited an industry peer. We'll confront each other face to face. Let's see who's really selling fake medicine, who has an unclear source. Linxia, you claim my medicine is fake. Show proof in front of hundreds of thousands of viewers. All right. Here's my license. Here are my purchase orders. Each one shows where it was bought. The cost is fully traceable. Boss Sue says my sources are unclear. You're welcome to call the police right now. Come check my credentials. Looks like it's real. Anyone can get credentials. You call my medicine fake. Show me. Starch turns blue in the test. Should be ring preparation. This is for coloring. This is for flavoring. Family, look closely. This is the so-called ancient formula for 15,000 a box. Active ingredients, 0. Your reagents have issues. You tampered with the results. All right then. Boss Sue, test your own pills yourself. I'll step aside. Camera stays on you the whole time. If he actually tests, he'll be exposed right then and there. If he doesn't test, he's too scared to test. Then it's fake. More people want to meet everyone. I took 3 boxes, that's 45,000. Got this slow wellness and they refused to give a refund. Kicked me out. Where's your conscience about refunding me? How many people have you tricked? Hide fast, hide fast. Everyone below is here to testify for me. Thanks to my longtime customers. Overnight, my reputation was flipped. The higher you build your reputation, the harder you fall. Suman built her own stage. She stars in her own play. Something happened to Lin Xia. Someone died at Suman's wellness center. A customer ate her meatballs. He died last night. A human life. Madam General sent me back with this urgent message for the border. There's big trouble again at the border. Slow down and tell me what happened at the border. It's not the Northern D. It's a natural disaster. Since winter came, all the counties around Qingtown have been hit by an epidemic even more deadly than war. Coughing blood, high fevers. Families collapsing one after another. The general was kept in the capital by His Majesty. He can't come back for now. Before leaving, he left a message. He's entrusted the people at the border to Madame General. But all the town's medicine has been hoarded by Jishitang. It's one side again. I'll handle this side first. About the incident with Suman, relevant staff are involved. There are lawyers handling it legally. I'm not getting involved. We'll get to the bottom of it through formal channels. But Suman won't accept it. Let go. It was Lin Xia investigating him. He's the one with an unclear background. That shop, those goods he bought, he can't explain where they came from at all. Check for yourselves if you don't believe me. That backyard. There's something shady behind that door. Suman is just lashing out wildly. But there really is something behind that door. That line is just one step away from the truth. I can't let people really go tear down that door following these words. I have to quickly take care of this business here in the past and go back. And seal this secret up for good. People are selling their fields in the alleys. Some are selling their ears. Begging the landlord for a dose of medicine. Their child's fever is almost fatal. They bring land deeds to get disaster relief. They bring indenture contracts for relief. Get out of here with your empty hands. Oh, miracle doctor lady. Heard you want to give out medicine to save people too. Too bad your medicine has an unknown source. My Jishitang wouldn't dare to touch it. What if it harms people? Unknown origin. Thinking of those shelves of fever medicine back in modern times. All fully stocked. Always on special at the supermarket. Over there it's ordinary stuff. But here, Wan Chen can use it to force a mother to sell her child. Even one single pill is priceless. I didn't say it aloud, but those 5 words burned in my heart, like a fire. No need to thank me for Wan Zhengdi's mountain of gold. I'm going to make him get crushed by it himself. Miss, you're doing disaster relief? Giving out medicine at cost, free food. Is there really such a good thing? As if pies fall from the sky. Maybe this shady shop just wants to trick us for our deeds. This really is premium rice. We can't even eat this at New Year. No money really, no money needed. Don't go home, cook it now. Feed the people first. If you refuse, kneel. The lady said, kneel to the heavens, the earth, and your parents, but never kneel to him. Fever reducers for those with fevers. Cough medicine for those coughing blood. Plus how to prevent, use masks and isolate, teach all that. Still the 3-order method. Find the source and cut it off. Boil town water to stop spreading. Separate the sick. Only 1 per family. Neighbors to the left and right. Those handing out masks are saving lives. The line for emergency relief the first day. Wound around 3 corners from the street entrance. The crying in the alleys lessened on the 2nd day. On the 3rd day, more people could walk the streets. He hoarded half the town's medicine supply, waiting to sell it at 10 times the price. But the other side gives it out at cost. And food is free too. Who would still buy from him? That doctor lady's medicine is good and cheap. Food is even free. Everyone in town says she's a living bodhisattva. No one goes to Jishitang anymore. That mountain of gold waiting to drain King Town really smashed down on him. Yes, it was Miracle Doctor Lady who saved my son. She's the true bodhisattva. Zhenzi has survived. Someone like Wan Chongd will never accept a loss. Destroying his gold mountain is like ending his life. A desperate dog will jump the wall. Madam, Wan Chongd from Jishitang has been going in and out of the county office a lot these days. The county magistrate there is thick as thieves with Wan Chongdi. Half the income from Wan Chongdi's Jishitang goes to bribe the magistrate. I get it now. Wan Chongdi can't compete with my medicine and food. So what he's fighting for is not business anymore, but official power. The magistrate has ordered her arrest, spreading rumors and causing panic. A female doctor of unknown origin. What crime have I committed? There's evidence of collusion with the enemy. Your medicine, female doctor, is of suspicious origin. She's actually a spy from the enemy country. Those miracle medicines of yours were gifts from the enemy, trying to use disaster relief as a cover to poison our Qingku town, collaborating from the inside with outside forces. I told you she was suspicious. A spy from the enemy. No wonder she needed so many supplies. She was trying to harm us. But not many people believe this. Bullshit. If he wanted to harm us, why would he give us food and save lives for free? My son was saved by him. Would a spy really save people? He's a living bodhisattva. Who says he colluded with the enemy? If you want to arrest him, you'll have to get past us first. Don't use force. I know this accusation is false. But the official seal has been stamped. Here in ancient times, if you fight the officers, you're just giving Wancheng an excuse. Everyone, stand back. I'll go with you. I want to see on what grounds you've labeled me a traitor. Sir, this time that wretch won't turn things around, right? Collusion with the enemy is punishable by death. As for evidence, just forge a secret letter from the enemy country. Plant it in her living quarters. Search and find so-called witnesses. Your men on that side will back you up. Trial will be held tomorrow. Use torture to extract a confession. After the confession is signed, execute her the next day. How wise you are, sir. That mountain of gold, that disaster relief site, that title of miracle doctor, will all be ours from now on. I'm thinking about how to break out of this trap. This charge was planted on me. But here in ancient times, with no evidence or proof, all alone, my lady Wancheng has forged a secret letter of treason. At tomorrow's trial, they'll torture you into confessing. The magistrate is dead set on killing you. Shitu, listen to me. First, guard the disaster relief camp. Don't let supplies or medicine get cut off. Second, get everyone I saved who was harmed by Wancheng to sign a petition together. Accuse Wancheng of hoarding medicine and causing deaths. Accuse the magistrate of perverting the law. Third, head to the road toward the border, the blue-clothed path. Find a way to get the letter out. Just say the magistrate of Kingtown wants to charge the miracle doctor bringing aid with treason and execute her. Who is my lady sending it to? General Zhao Cheng of the Northern Garrison. Release the miracle doctor. She saved the whole town. How can you accuse her of treason? We'll sign our names together and file a complaint. Wancheng will be reported. The magistrate HMP. A bunch of peasants can't accomplish a thing. People saved at the disaster relief site. When the news spreads, everyone will know. Who does a lowly magistrate think he can harm? Mrs. Lin, you're accused of conspiring with the enemy, using disaster relief as a front to poison people, treason against the state. The evidence is solid. Confess the truth now. I did not collude with the enemy. This letter is a forgery. My medicine has saved so many people. Everyone in Kingtown can testify. The evidence and witnesses are both present. Still dare to deny it? If you don't confess, we'll beat it out of you. Beat her until she confesses. I'm waiting for news that Shidu delivered the letter. And betting on the outcome. Always leave yourself some insurance. It said he saved 30,000 travelers along the way. That's where he comes from. That's Xiao Cheng, the general of the Northern Garrison. Grand Secretary Chun is now the Grand Tutor. This is a handwritten order. The disaster relief medicine and food provided by Lady Lin were personally authorized as thanks by me during my journey and distributed by the Imperial Tutor Chun himself to aid the disaster victims of King. So how could there possibly be treason? Turns out while I was heading south, I once saved an elderly man who was gravely ill. He was actually Grand Secretary Chun, returning home in retirement. Just one dose of medicine and half a bowl of porridge saved his life. Grand Secretary Chun remembered that kindness. Let the common people in. General, please do us justice. Wan Cheng hoarded medicine and raised prices, forcing us to sell everything, even our children. The magistrate took his bribe and abused his power to harm people. The evidence is undeniable. Wan Cheng hoarded medicine and harmed the people, forged evidence, and falsely accused the innocent. He is to be imprisoned and investigated severely. All hoarded medicine in Jishatang is hereby confiscated. It will be used as disaster relief supplies and distributed to the people free of charge. The magistrate abused his power and took advantage of the people for personal gain. He is dismissed and to be investigated, escorted to the Superior Court for processing. I was wronged. That woman is of unknown origin. He saved 30,000 border soldiers. He rescued more than half of Kingtown. That's his origin. That gold mountain that was supposed to drain Kingtown dry really crashed down on Wan Cheng's own head. Piles and piles of medicine, handed out for free to the people, one pack after another. The business war line lost its backer. Zhao Cheng up front, Minister Chan in the back. Leaving the origins unclear, this knife hanging over my head has finally fallen to the ground in the ancient world. Too late. Would be better if it weren't. But I know in my heart, the origin in the ancient world has just been pressed down. On the modern side, Su Man's last desperate shout before she died claimed there were ghosts behind that door. It's still hanging. Not settled yet. Back in the ancient world, Wan Zheng was arrested. The disaster relief point was handed over to the Shidu border army. I could finally turn back and deal with the mess in the modern world. On Su Man's side, facing a wrongful death case, someone died after eating at the Yangshan Hall. The police determined it was fake medicine. Su Man is suspected of producing and selling toxic and harmful food, and has already been criminally detained. By rights, he should be done for. But Lin Xia and Su Man are not behaving in custody. He keeps telling the authorities and the reporters one thing, that your goods have an unclear origin, that there's something wrong with the door in your backyard. He asks people to investigate, but nobody believes him. A person who sold fake medicine that costs lives is just trying to drag others down in the end. Who would believe his ghost stories about haunted doors? People just think he's rambling from stress. Don't take it to heart. It's normal that others don't believe him. A door that connects to ancient times would sound insane to anyone. But there's one person who will believe it. Su Man themselves. I know him too well. I've trampled him down before, and he's held a grudge for so many years. Now, disgraced and facing prison, he has nothing left. A person who's lost everything and is consumed by hate will believe even their wildest guesses, as long as it means dragging me down with him. Su Man will come. He'll come in person to pry open that door. Madam, what are you planning? Luring the enemy into the trap. The case is still under investigation. He's been temporarily released. The first thing he did after getting out wasn't to escape, but to try to open this door. This is his only shot at a comeback. His only hope of taking me down with him. It's Suman. But that figure, that smell of brand name clothes. I recognized him instantly on the surveillance footage. He's looking for evidence. Something that can prove the origin of my goods is questionable. But he turned everything upside down. All he found were legal receipts, official purchase records. That's not right. Sis doesn't have anything. We better hurry and go. If we get caught. No way. Where did he get so much stock? He must have hidden them somewhere. There's something off in the back. Behind that door. There has to be something fishy. Behind that latch. It's pitch black. War-torn ancient times. A critical moment. I can't let Suman open that door. It was so late when Suman pried open the window and started searching. I had the surveillance running the whole time. I already reported him. The security guard timed when he came. A man in dark, multi-buttoned clothes, right on schedule. From prying windows to searching, all in under 10 minutes. Everything's on camera. Caught red-handed.
I
was just looking for evidence. Your goods have an unclear origin. Behind that door latch. What do you mean behind the door? That's just a broken door. It leads to my family's warehouse in the backyard. The security officer just thought it was a storeroom with the lights off. Glanced around and didn't care. Burglary, plus the earlier fake medicine case, adds up to an even more serious crime. Totally finished. He could never figure out where all that inventory came from. Now, this line is cut off. From the time Suman pulled me into selling fake meds in college, to framing me to spreading rumors, to prying open doors out of spite for so many years, digging so many graves for himself, he's finally buried himself completely. Just now it was so close. Suman's hand was only an inch from the latch. Hitch hunting is booming. The reputation from previous live-streamed comebacks, along with this act of being a good-hearted doctor, has spread throughout the city. Some come for herbal medicine, some come to seek treatment, some from big hospitals with no more hope left, just trying their luck. Sister Xia, today's turnover matches last year's total. Money isn't the main concern. But look at all these people. How many can I see in one day all by myself? For every 10 I check, there are 100 that don't suit me. For every 100 I check, there are 1,000 waiting for me. I recall sayings from ancient times. I think of Wang Biao. I think of Shi Tu. This skill needs to be spread to more people. One person can save and teach another. 100 people can save 1,000 or 10,000. Shi Tu is young and willing to learn. He's got great potential. I need to train Shi Tu to be the next one. Someone who can set the rules and eradicate the root causes. Someone who passes on knowledge to others. Let them be truly living people. This matter will take root on its own over there. I'm not here as a doctor. I'm Ms. Li from the Provincial Administration of Traditional Chinese Medicine. We've been following Hichunting for a long time. Live stream drug testing, monitoring, catching thieves, all these things. People witnessed the conscience and skill of a small pharmacy. What's even more impressive is that you have records of the difficult cases you've cured over the years and a strong reputation. We'd like to invite your Hichunting to participate as a pilot site for a national traditional Chinese medicine heritage demonstration, to standardize and pass down your prescriptions and methods, to continue the legacy, thinking about the ancient side and the modern side. It has now come into my hands. Both worlds collide in this matter. Shitu, let me ask, is the disciple here? If I stop coming one day and leave with all these skills, these life-saving methods, can you carry them forward? Can you carry forward what I've taught you? Find the root cause and cut the source of illness. Boil water and isolate. You've taught others, your disciples remember it all. You've also shared it with the other junior brothers. Even if I'm not here, your disciples can still pass it down. Save each person one at a time. Teach each person one at a time. From following Wang Biao around to my first public clarification, I was just a calm young kid. Now I can handle things on my own. Well, Zhao Cheng is summoned to report to the capital, to take on a new assignment. The Northern Di have retreated. But there are bigger issues at court and the border awaiting him. Someday, both sides' matters will come to a conclusion. In ancient times, the corrupt merchants were caught. Support was established. The successors stood firm. Modern times, old enemies brought to justice, pharmacy recognized. The medical way flourished. The storms seemed to have settled. I thought I could finally take a break. I came back to Qingshenzhen to say goodbye. The border is peaceful now. Duty fulfilled. Medicine and food at the disaster relief site will last until spring planting. It's time for me to hand things over. I don't know who started it, but they pooled money together. They want to build a shrine for me at the town entrance. Shape a golden statue of me. Worship me throughout the year. Incense never stops. Mistress, you saved the emperor's life. We want to build a live shrine for you. Honor you for generations. Beg for your blessings. You don't have to worship me. They're treating me like a deity. But I'm not a god. If you're human, you'll leave. You'll grow old, you won't always be here. Worship a deity. If the deity is gone, who will save you when illness comes? Instead of seeking the divine, it's better to learn the craft. I ask someone to write this. Disciples of Shitu, present. On the old side of Jishi Hall. From now on, it will be your affordable pharmacy. Hang up the sign. What I've taught you. Finding the root cause and stopping the source. Boiling water and isolating. As well as teaching others. Pass them down step by step. Don't kneel to me. If you must kneel, kneel to this plaque. Kneel for every person you'll save in the future. The 4 characters are hung above the shop, which was once used to stockpile drugs by murderous, corrupt merchants. The divine is not in medicine. The way is in people. People move on. Skills can be passed down. He returns to the capital by imperial order, with a new assignment. This time, who knows when he'll return to the border again. I'm off to guard the home and the nation. You're over there guarding your faithful wife. He knows I have a door. He knows I come from a place he can't even imagine. He never asks much about this. We each guard our own. When I'm done guarding the country, and you're done protecting both worlds, when we meet again, I'll tell you myself. I know what he's about to say. I also know now isn't the time. Both worlds have their burdens. Fine, I'll wait for you to tell me yourself. That old pharmacy, once making only 37.5 a day, was about to shut down. Has become a banner. My medical journey. In ancient times, there was the plaque for saving lives at Jishi Hall. There was Shitu. In modern times, there's this national level bronze plate. Both worlds blossoming at the same time. Ancient troubles resolved. The legacy passed on. Modern matters settled. The points established. I've been busy for so long. For the first time, I feel I can truly rest. Peace. A long-lost peace. But that peace didn't last long. Days after the plaque was hung, things really quieted down. Shitu relays messages to me every now and then through the door. The affordable pharmacy is thriving. He's recruited a few new apprentices, passing down the methods of finding root cause and boiling water, teaching each batch in turn. No trouble has arisen at the border again. He has learned to use the illustrated booklet and code I left behind to send messages. I finally feel like these days have come to an end. I've even started wondering, should I simply keep on like this, running one shop, one door, two worlds at a slow pace? It's as if something is about to break through from the other side of the door. This door has been open for so long. It's never been this bright. This isn't the forest I know. Nor is it the Yemen Pass I remember. Or the Ping family pharmacy. It's a whole different world. 100 times more brutal than any Yemen Pass battle I've seen. Unfamiliar. Even more bloody. Where's this place? What about King Station? As for Stone, I don't know what trick he used. But this letter actually made it through the violently shaking door and was delivered here. It only has one line. The ink is rushed. The scripture has changed. Northern D has fallen. There's another force behind the scenes. And it's more than just one place. There are other powers at the border. Their aims are greater. Inside the box is my grandfather's keepsake. At the very bottom, pressed underneath, is a notebook I've never really read. My grandfather's handwriting. I used to think it was just the old man's notes. Never paid attention. But now my hands tremble as I open it. This door doesn't just lead to one world. The doors are linked like pearls. And so are their meanings. All that I can do is go layer by layer. The deeper you go, the more chaotic it gets. One tremor in King, one pass at Yemen, are only the shallowest layers of this door. The real turmoil lies much deeper. Kingtown is just the most superficial layer. What this door connects to has never been just one world or one era. I thought I was guarding a door to Kingtown, but I was wrong. That was just the shallowest layer. Deeper lies even more chaos, greater fires, much more. A world where I need to take that cheat device and face it. I remember the signed stone raised, recording the living. I recall the words Xiao Cheng left unfinished. See you again another day. And what I once said, a doctor can also defend the land and protect the nation. To the next world. Here I come.